Has this ever happened to you? That moment when you wake up in the middle of the night with a strange feeling in your stomach. A nausea that seems to come out of nowhere. You haven't eaten anything strange. You aren't sick. But still, there it is. That uncomfortable feeling that pulls you out of deep sleep. Many of us simply ignore it. We turn to the other side, take a deep breath, and hope it passes. Maybe we take a sip of water and go back to sleep. It must be something I ate, we think. But what if I told you that, for some special people, the chosen, this is not just a common malaise. This nighttime nausea can be a sign, a code, a message from the universe trying to communicate with you at a time when your mind is more receptive, less distracted by the noise of the world. The ancients already knew this. In various spiritual traditions, it is believed that the physical body responds to subtle energy changes long before the conscious mind. It is like an internal radar, picking up frequencies that the intellect cannot process. And why does this happen specifically at night? Because it is when the barriers between worlds become thinner, when the veil that separates the physical from the spiritual becomes more transparent. While most people sleep deeply, the chosen often experience these awakenings, literally. For the chosen, those who carry heightened spiritual sensitivity from birth, these experiences are not random. They are part of a larger process, of an awakening that often begins with small physical signs before manifesting at deeper levels of consciousness. If you have lived this more than once, if this nighttime nausea is something recurring in your life, and especially if it comes accompanied by other signs like vivid dreams, synchronicities, or strong intuitions, maybe you are part of this special group. Perhaps you are one of the chosen who is beginning to awaken to your true nature. In this video, I will share with you what this nighttime nausea really means from a spiritual perspective. Why it happens, what your body is trying to say to you, and most importantly, how you can use this sign to accelerate your spiritual growth instead of fearing it. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We are creating a community of the chosen, people awakening together, and your support helps us spread this message to more people who need to hear it. Shall we begin? The nausea that wakes you in the middle of the night is different. You haven't eaten anything strange. You haven't drunk too much. You are not pregnant. Doctors find no causes when you report this symptom, and the tests always come back normal. It simply appears like a ghost in the night. You feel that knot in your stomach, that sensation of discomfort that has no logical explanation. And just as it came, it goes away, often leaving no trace. For most people, this would be just an annoying mystery. But for the chosen, this nausea carries a deeper meaning. It is like an internal alarm sounding, an early warning system installed in your body. Your physical body functions as a translator of subtle energies. When dense spiritual forces approach, when negative energy fields try to connect to yours, the body reacts with physical discomfort. Nausea is just the most common manifestation. The chosen have a more sensitive energetic system. Like a powerful antenna, they capture frequencies that others do not perceive. This heightened sensitivity is a gift, but it also brings challenges, like these uncomfortable nighttime awakenings. You may have noticed that these nausea episodes occur during specific periods of your life, moments of great personal transformation, phases of important decisions, times when you are more emotionally or spiritually vulnerable. This is not a coincidence. The more you advance in your spiritual awakening, the more sensitive your body becomes to the energy fluctuations around you. It is a sign of evolution, not of weakness. Traditional medicine cannot explain this phenomenon because it only seeks physical causes. traditional tests do not detect energetic blockages or vibrational interferences. Seeking medical help is important to rule out problems, but understand that the cause may be deeper. Ancient shamans and healers were well aware of this symptom. In many indigenous cultures, nighttime nausea was seen as a sign that the apprentice was developing mediumistic abilities. It was considered part of the spiritual initiation process. For modern chosen ones, this discomfort is a reminder that there are layers of reality beyond what we can see. Your body is trying to tell you something important. It is trying to alert you to approaching energies. When you feel this unexplained nausea, take a moment. Breathe deeply. Ask yourself, what is happening in my energy field right now? What message do I need to hear? The answers may not come immediately, but your body is giving you an opportunity to perceive the invisible, to see beyond the physical veil, to recognize that you are connected to something greater. Have you noticed that these nausea episodes tend to happen at a specific time? Many chosen ones report the same pattern. The awakening occurs between 3 and 4 in the morning, as if an invisible alarm clock is ringing. This time of night is not just any hour. In ancient traditions, this time frame is known as the spiritual hour, a sacred moment when the veil between worlds becomes thinner. The physical world sleeps deeply at this hour. The city is quiet. Most human minds are navigating the dream world. The collective energy is at its calmest point. It is precisely in this silence that subtle energies become more perceptible, like when you can hear a whisper in a silent room, but you wouldn't hear it in a noisy environment. For the chosen, this time marks a peak of spiritual sensitivity. Your intuitive channels are naturally more open. Your pineal gland, which many consider our third eye, is in heightened activity. The ancient monks knew this. In monasteries around the world, 3 a.m. marked the beginning of the most powerful prayers. They deliberately chose this time, recognizing its spiritual potency. When you wake up with nausea at this specific hour, you might be experiencing what mystics call portal opening. It's as if energy channels open, allowing exchanges between different dimensions. At that moment, beings of higher frequencies, your guides, spiritual mentors, protective angels, may be attempting to communicate with you. The nausea arises as a result of the vibrational adjustment necessary for this communication. Unfortunately, dense energies also take advantage of these openings. Entities that feed on fear, doubt, and anxiety may be drawn to the light of the chosen. Their presence can cause that sudden discomfort. Your physical body, especially if you are still at the beginning of your spiritual awakening, reacts with discomfort to these approaches. It's like a spiritual immune system activating its defenses. Nausea, in this context, functions as a protective alarm. It is your body saying, "Attention! There is something happening in the energy field right now. Wake up and stay alert." More experienced chosen ones learn to use this moment for meditation and conscious connection. The initial discomfort can be transformed into an opportunity for deep spiritual communication. The next time you wake up at this hour, try not to panic about the discomfort. Breathe deeply, center yourself, and ask internally, who is trying to communicate with me now? What message do I need to receive? Keep a glass of water with a pinch of salt nearby. Salt water is known for its energetic cleansing properties. A sip can help balance your field and alleviate physical discomfort. Write down the date and sensations in a journal. Over time, you may notice patterns. Perhaps these occurrences are linked to lunar cycles, decision-making moments, or periods of transformation in your life. For the chosen, this nightly awakening is not a random nuisance. It is a calling, a reminder that you exist in multiple dimensions at the same time, and that your spiritual awakening is underway. Along with the nighttime nausea, you have likely felt that strange sensation of not being alone in the room, as if someone or something is there, silently watching in the darkness. Your hairs stand on end. A chill runs down your spine. You look around but see nothing. The rational mind tries to convince you it's just your imagination. But something deeper within you knows that it is not just that. These sensations are not flaws in your perception. They are signs that your sensitivity is expanding beyond the 5 physical senses. You are beginning to perceive what has always been there, but which previously went unnoticed. The chosen often report physical symptoms that accompany this perception. Cold sweat on the palms, slight dizziness, pressure in the chest, ringing in the ears. Your body is reacting to subtle changes in the electromagnetic field around you. Intense nightmares are also part of this package. Vivid dreams where you fight, flee, or defend yourself from something threatening can be reflections of real energetic interactions occurring while you sleep. Nausea arises as a response from your energetic system to recognize a different frequency approaching. It is like a primitive alarm system, alerting you to a presence even before your conscious mind registers it. For the chosen, this heightened sensitivity is both a gift and a challenge. You perceive more than others do, but this also means you feel energetic imbalances more intensely. When your energy field comes into contact with vibrations very different from yours, the physical body reacts with discomfort. It is like a natural protection mechanism, signaling that something is not in harmony. Not all the presences you sense are negative. Spiritual guides, protective ancestors, and light mentors can also cause physical sensations when they approach. The difference lies in the quality of the energy you perceive. Beneficial presences often bring a feeling of peace and expansion, even if they initially cause some discomfort due to the energetic intensity. In contrast, negative interferences leave a feeling of heaviness, fear, or persistent anxiety. Over time, you will learn to differentiate these energies. It is like developing a new sense. At first, everything seems confusing, but gradually the perceptions become clearer and more defined. The chosen have always had this latent ability. Many report that since childhood, they saw or felt things that no one else perceived. These abilities may have been suppressed by fear or lack of understanding. When nighttime nausea appears along with the feeling of presence, pay special attention. Your energy field is trying to communicate something important about the environment around you. A simple practice can help. When you wake up with this feeling, visualize a golden light enveloping your entire body, creating a protective shield. Mentally ask for clarity to understand what is happening. Many chosen discover that after this type of experience, they receive important insights or meaningful messages. The initial discomfort is merely the process of tuning into more subtle frequencies. Do not fear your heightened sensitivity. It is a fundamental part of your purpose as a chosen one. Over time, what now causes nausea and discomfort will transform into a valuable tool for perception and spiritual growth. Your physical body never lies. While your mind can rationalize, deny, or ignore spiritual truths, your body instinctively responds to what your soul is experiencing. For the chosen, this body-soul connection is especially strong. Your nervous system is like an ultra-sensitive antenna, picking up subtle frequencies that go unnoticed by most people. When you sleep, your conscious mind rests, but your spirit remains active. It is in this state that many of your most significant experiences occur on the energetic plane, During sleep, your spirit may be going through important processes: energetic cleansings, downloads of cosmic information, encounters with spiritual mentors, or even facing negative interferences. Your physical body registers these experiences through tangible sensations. Nighttime nausea is just one of them. You may also feel pressure in your chest, as if something is on you. Unexplained tingling, sudden waves of heat or cold. The nausea you feel in the early morning may mean that your energy field is releasing stagnant or dense energies. It is like a spiritual detoxification, uncomfortable in the moment, but beneficial in the long run. The sensation of tightness in the chest often indicates that you are absorbing or processing heavy collective emotions. The chosen often act as energy filters for the planet, even without consciously realizing it. Sudden dizziness upon waking can signal adjustments in your crown chakra, that energy center at the top of the head, responsible for your connection to higher dimensions. When these symptoms appear, your body is sending a clear message. Pay attention. Something important is happening on the energetic plane. Traditional medicine cannot identify causes for these symptoms because it only seeks in the physical realm. But the chosen know that the origin lies at another level of reality. Ancient healers understood these manifestations as sacred signs. Instead of suppressing the symptom, they would ask, "What message does this discomfort bring? What is my body trying to teach me?" For modern chosen ones, the challenge is to reconnect with this ancestral wisdom, to learn to listen to the body as an instrument of spiritual perception, not just as a biological machine. The next time you wake up with that nausea in the middle of the night, try to change your perspective. Instead of thinking, "I am sick," consider, "I am in transformation." When you close your eyes to sleep, your body rests. But for the chosen, the spirit often begins a journey. Sleep is not just a period of physical recovery. It is a portal to deep experiences in other planes of consciousness. Many ancient traditions recognize this truth. Indigenous shamans consider sleep as a sacred, altered state. Tibetan masters practice the yoga of lucid dreaming. Sufi mystics speak of soul journeys during the night. Your spirit, free from physical limitations, can visit subtler dimensions during sleep. Places where time flows differently. Realms where communication happens through pure thoughts, without words. In these dimensions, you may be doing important work without consciously remembering it. Some chosen act as healers, helping suffering souls. Others receive teachings from spiritual masters who prepare them for their mission on earth. But not all experiences are gentle. Sometimes your spirit may engage in true energetic battles. Confrontations with dense forces that try to hinder your awakening or feed on your light. These battles are not fantasies or superstitions. They are real interactions occurring in vibrational fields that your physical senses usually do not capture. Your soul knows these realms, even if your conscious mind doubts. When your spirit returns to the body after these intense experiences, especially if the return happens abruptly, the vibrational shock can manifest as physical nausea. It is like a diver ascending too quickly and suffering from decompression. The physical body, accustomed to its own rhythm and density, needs to readjust after these experiences. It wakes up confused, trying to process energies and information of a nature completely different from the physical. This abrupt reconnection between spirit and matter creates a temporary short circuit in the body's energy systems. Your aura field vibrates intensely, affecting sensitive physical organs like the stomach and the nervous system. Many chosen report dreams of being chased or confronted before waking up with nausea. These dreams are often symbolic representations of the real energetic battles your spirit has faced. The ancient Egyptians considered these power dreams as essential initiatory experiences. For them, the physical discomfort after such dreams was seen as a mark of a deep spiritual transformation in progress. When nausea appears after a night of intense dreams, consider that your spirit may be undergoing a deep cleansing. Old energetic patterns being released, ancient spiritual contracts being renegotiated. Spiritual cleansing is rarely comfortable. Just as a fever during an infection signals that your body is fighting off invaders, nighttime nausea may indicate that your energy system is eliminating blockages and negative influences. The chosen often go through intense purification cycles before accessing new levels of consciousness. It is like clearing a channel so that more refined energies can flow without obstruction. If you wake up in the middle of the night with that feeling of nausea and disorientation, breathe deeply. Thank your spirit for the work it is doing, even if you do not fully understand its nature. Nighttime nausea often heralds the awakening of dormant abilities within you. The chosen are born with latent spiritual gifts, like seeds waiting for the right moment to germinate. When these seeds begin to sprout, the physical body feels the impact. It is like an old electrical circuit suddenly receiving more voltage. The entire system trembles, vibrates, and readjusts. The most common gifts that manifest during these moments include clairvoyance, the ability to perceive beyond the physical veil. You may start to notice lights, colors, or shapes in the corners of your eyes. Images that appear briefly and then vanish. Clairaudience may also awaken through these nighttime episodes. Whispers, distant melodies, or isolated words that seem to come from nowhere. Your spiritual auditory channel is opening. Expanded intuition is another common gift. That inexplicable certainty about future situations. Immediate knowledge about people you have just met. A deep understanding that goes beyond logic. Healing gifts may manifest through warmth or tingling in the hands. You may feel compelled to place your hands on painful areas of your body or others. Healing energy is awakening. Mediumship often announces itself through these nighttime discomforts. Your body is calibrating to serve as a bridge between dimensions. Like a musical instrument, being tuned to play melodies from another world. Understand that these experiences do not happen by chance. If you are going through this, it means you are in a process of awakening. Your light is intensifying, which makes you more visible both to forces that want to support you and to those that fear your awakening. You are not being attacked for being weak. You are being noticed for being strong. These interferences are, paradoxically, confirmations of your spiritual potential. Only those with true inner light attract such attention. In ancient traditions, these challenges were seen as initiatory tests, necessary passages to strengthen the spirit of the initiate. Every time you face and overcome one of these moments, your spiritual strength multiplies. The nausea that wakes you in the silence of the early morning carries a profound message. It is not just a passing discomfort. It is a portal, a call, a sign that something extraordinary is happening in your spiritual journey. For the chosen, these physical symptoms are like a language. The body translates complex energetic experiences into sensations that you can recognize. It is your soul trying to communicate what it is experiencing beyond the limits of ordinary perception. When this happens, know that you are going through an initiation. In all ancient traditions, the spiritual path included trials and challenges. The temporary discomfort is part of the process of expansion, like a muscle that aches while it strengthens. You are awakening abilities that have been dormant for many lives. Your heightened sensitivity is not a weakness. It is your greatest gift. It is what allows you to perceive beyond the veil, to feel what others do not feel, to see what remains invisible to many. The forces that try to interfere with your awakening process do so out of fear. Your increasing light threatens systems of control and limitation. Every time you transmute one of these discomforts into understanding, your frequency rises even higher. We are living in a time of great collective awakening. Every chosen one who recognizes and embraces their role strengthens the energetic field of all humanity. Your individual journey is also part of a planetary transformation. I thank you for allowing me to share these truths with you today. Keep trusting your inner light. Keep honoring your sensitivity. And remember, whenever you wake up with that inexplicable nausea, you are in transformation. You are awakening. You are on the right path.